Hello, student. This week we will focus on requirements modeling. Let's move on to next slide. In this lecture, we will study. We describe system analysis phase activities and explain joint application development and rapid application development and agile method. We use a functional decomposition diagram to model business functions and processes. And we describe the unified modeling language and examples of UML diagrams. List and describe system requirements, including output, input, processes, and performance and controls. Finally, explain the concept of scalability. Also, we use fact-finding techniques, including interviews, documentation review, observations, questionnaires, sampling, and researches. And you define total cost of ownership and conduct a successful interview. We develop effective documentation method to use during systems development. This slide is about system analysis phase. System analysis phase understand the proposed project, and it ensure that it supports business requirements. System analysis phase builds a solid foundation for system development. This slide is about system analysis activities. First, requirements modeling. Second, data and process modeling. Third, object modeling. And develop strategies. First, requirements modeling is a fact-finding to describe the current systems. And requirements for new systems. Requirements modeling is completed. Then data and process modeling. Data and process modeling graphically represents system data and processes. And object modeling create object to represent things, transactions, and events. Finally, software trends, development alternatives, outsourcings, and we plan develop strategies. Various system analysis skills we use. Strong analytical skills and interpersonal skills. And then team-based techniques. The object is to deliver the best possible system at the lowest possible cost in the shortest possible time. A joint application development, JAD, brings users into the design process. Rapid application development, RAD, uses a condensed version of system development lifecycle. And Agile method stress intense interaction between developers and users. Please take a closer look at the system analytic phase. First, the joint application development brings users into the development process as active participants. User involvement created a successful system. JAD participant and roles. JAD project leader and one or more members. And participants insulated from distractions of day-to-day operations. JAD have some advantages. JAD allows key users to participate effectively. Users more likely to feel a sense of ownership. JAD produce a more accurate statement of system requirements. Also, JAD has some disadvantages. JAD is more expensive than traditional method. JAD can be cumbersome if group is too large. Please take a closer look at the picture and reflect on overall meaning. JAD project leader develop an agenda, acts as a facilitator, and leads the JAD sessions. Time management provide enterprise level authorization and support for the project. Manager provides department level support for the project and understanding of how the project must support business functions and requirements. Users provide operational level input on current operations, desired changes, input and output requirements, user interface issues, and how the project will support day-to-day tasks. System analysts and other IT staff members provide technical assistance and resources for JAD team members on issues such as security, backup, hardware, software, and network capabilities. Recorder is provide documents related to all the JAD sessions and works with the system analysts to build system models and develop case to documentation. Time management called it sponsor. Sponsor explained the reason for the project and expressed time management authorization and support. Project leader introduce all JAD team members and discuss ground rules, goals, and objectives for the JAD sessions. Leaders explain method of documentation and use of case tools. If any, project leader provide overview of current systems and propose the project scope and constraints. He present outline of specific topics and issues to be investigated. Project leader present of all recap of JAD session and prepare report that will be sent to JAD team members. JAD team members working in smaller group sessions discuss and document all system requirements. Group leader report on results and assign tasks and topics. A group leader represents issues that should be addressed by the overall JAD team. And then open discussion session moderated by project leader. Open discussion session review the main business process, tasks, user rules, input and output, and break team into smaller groups to study specific issues and assign group leaders. Rapid application development, called it RAD, use a group approach like JAD. JAD produce a requirements model. RAD produce a new system. This is a complete methodology. Four-phase life cycle that parallels the traditional SDLC. RAD reduce cost and development time. It increased the probability of success. RAD relies on prototyping and user involvement. Prototypes modified based on user input. The pictures included in the slide are summarized and shown above. The four phases of RAD model and requirements planning, user design, and cutover, construction. You notice the continuous interaction between the user design and construction phases. Requirements planning is a procedure. Team agrees on business needs, project scope, constraints, and system requirements. In this phase, management authorization to continue is obtained. User design phase. This phase is user interact with the analyst to develop models and prototypes. A combination of JAD and case tools are used. User understand, modify, and approve a working model. RAD objectives cut development time and expenses by involving users in every phase of system development. RAD objectives allows the development team to make necessary modification quickly as the design evolves. RAD is system developed more quickly with significantly cost savings. But RAD does not emphasize strategic business needs and less time to develop quality, consistency, and design standard. Agile method has some advantages. This method very flexible and efficient in dealing with the change, and frequent deliverables constantly validate the project and reduce risks. But Agile method has some disadvantages. Team members need a high level of technical and interpersonal skills. Agile method may be subject to significant change in scope. Agile methods attempt to develop a system incrementally by building a series of prototypes and constantly adjusting them to user requirements. Developers revise, extend, and merge earlier versions into the final product. Agile methods emphasize continuous feedback, and each incremental step is affected by what was learned in the prior steps. Now we will focus on modeling tool and techniques. Modeling tool and techniques involves graphical methods and non-technical language that represent the system at various stages of development. It can use various tools. First tools is functional decomposition diagrams, the FDD. Model business functions and show FDD model business functions and show how they are organized into low-level processes. This is a top-down representation of a function or process. FDD is similar to an organization chart. Next tool is business process modeling, BPM. Business process modeling notation is two notations, pool and swimming lanes, just like in this picture. Next is data flow diagrams, DFD. DFD shows how the system stores, processes, and transforms data. And DFD additional levels of information and detail are defected in other related DFTs. Next tool is use case diagrams. Use case diagrams has interaction between user and the system. In this picture, customer is actor, and scale box a use case. The picture included in the slide showed sequence diagrams. Sequence diagrams show the timing of interactions between objects as they occur.